In this video, I'll show you how to create a website on Cloudways. So we'll be choosing DigitalOcean as a server provider, and I'll show you also other key features and the new user interface that DigitalOcean just enrolled. Watch to the end. When you use the link in the description, you'll be directed to this page. So you have two options. You can just start a free trial and you'll get a 3-day free trial. Okay. So you'll be taken to this sign up page. This is what comes with your plan. You have a 3-day plan, which comes with free object cache and SSL certificate. So fill your details here, your name, last name, email, and choose a strong password. Okay, on this section, you can choose that other businesses, or if you're a freelancer, choose freelancer. Monthly spending, you could just choose the first one, which is 0 to 50. Okay, if you have a promo code, put it there. Agree to terms and conditions. So put the promo code to be JoshWP. JoshWP is the promo code. With that, you'll get extra offer, an extra 10%. And then you can click on the start free trial. Again, you'll be directed to another page where you'll be asked to complete your signing up process, and then you receive an email. And then once you receive your email, click on the button in your email. You'll be directed to now this page where you can deploy your manage application. So if you do not see this page, sometimes it may not come in this format. I'll show you how to access this same page. Go under dashboard, there is that Cloudways flexibility option. Open it and then click on my servers. And there you'll see this button called the launch button. So click on that button. So now you're redirected to the page where you can deploy your managed application. You want to choose WordPress, the latest version, choose it, and then make sure to put the application name, the server name, and select the project name. You can just choose any name, don't worry about that. And then the server provider, in this case, you want to choose DigitalOcean as a server provider. And then you can see on this slider, as you scroll, you see, as you move the slider, you see the different pricing and the description of what comes with that price. So I select 1 GB, and then on the location, I select my location for the purpose of the testing, I just select the first one, which is just New York. Okay. Then from there, what else? I think everything is okay. So click on the Launch Now button. You direct to this page. Now here you can see now your server is being added. So give it around 7 minutes for it to complete adding your server. Okay, that's the name I chose for my server, which is JoshWP. I chose 1 GB. The location is New York. Now my server has been added successfully. Okay, all the details are just as I had written. So click on this button, this icon of the internet icon, and then your application name, which my application name I called JoshWP, which can also be accessed on this other button. So let me go back to server, click on this icon. Okay, I'll click on my application, and now I can see this is my application. I have all my details of my application. So under access details, you have staging URL for your website. That is the staging URL, and then you can see all the other details. So you can click on it to see what we have. So using the staging URL, you see we have our website with the default WordPress theme. So let's go back and access details. So we want to change this staging name, staging URL to a custom URL, and then you can see all the details there. So want to go to domain management. So this is domain management. Under domain management, I want to add a new domain name. But before that, we want to make sure we point our IP address to our DNS record, our DNS manager, from where you purchase your domain name. So I'll point this IP address, I'll add new records. So this is a video I used previously, so I'm showing you the example, because in this example I've been using subdomain, so I wanted for those who will be using a actual domain name to see how to add. So under records, the first record, which is an A record, at root, and then put your IP address there, and then the C name, it's your domain name, www, your domain name, and then save the changes. So now you're back to domain manager. I want to go back to domain manager. So under domain manager, now we want to add our domain name, because you already pointed the IP address. So this is the format in which your domain name will be in, but in my case I'm using a subdomain. So I've had my subdomain there because JoshWP already exists. So you can see it's a success. I've added successfully. Now as you can see, you realize that the staging URL is primary. So you want to change that. You want your own domain to be the primary domain. So click on that icon and then primary, and set as primary. And then give it some seconds for it to update the primary domain. And now we have a success message. And you can see your domain now is the primary domain. So let's go back to access details and see what we have. Under access detail, you see you don't have the staging URL. We have our custom URL. So we want to add an SSL certificate to our domain. Go to our SSL management, click Let's Encrypt Certificate, and then input your email and the domain name you want the SSL to. Okay, your domain name that you're working on, and then just afterwards click install. Depending on your internet speed, give it a few seconds. And you can see now it's successful. You see you have an SSL certificate. So here the button is set to auto renew, so that you can auto renew after every 90 days. It expires around 90 days, yes. So go back to access details. Now we want to access our website. As you can see now, our website doesn't have the default staging URL. We have a different URL with HTTPS, meaning it is secure with an SSL certificate. And then we can access our WordPress dashboard. Okay, by clicking on that one. And then now let's import our details, which is your email. Those are the details. Put your email there and your password. Then now you can log in into your WordPress dashboard. Okay, so now I'm logged in. I will disable that, dismiss that message. I want to go to the first thing, go to settings, and then make sure to change your permalinks. It's very important. You want your permalinks to be post name, and by default it's already set to post name, so that's a good thing. And then we want to go to general. We want to change the site name. Okay, so my site name, I want to call it JoshWP. So I'll call it JoshWP. And then afterward I put a tagline, a simple tagline, which is WordPress made easy. WordPress made easy. Okay. You can also choose a site icon if you have one already. Then what else do we need here? Okay, we are good to go. Just click on save. That's okay. So you have saved our details. I'm just hiding my email. Don't worry about it. So under plugin, okay, now before we go to plugin, go to posts. delete this post, hello world post, we don't need it. Then go to plugins and delete any plugins that you don't need, like the hello dolly, delete that one. You can delete the spam one, or you can just leave it, you may need it. So these are the 3 plugins that come with Cloudways. So we have Breeze, Cache, Object as well. So now let's view our website and see something. So as you can see, we have changed our name, and the website is the default WordPress website. So before we change the theme, we can see we can change a few things on the plugins. Okay, so work on the Breeze plugin first, and then the Cache Object, and then afterward change the theme. So under the basic option, make sure the caching system is on, and then enable lazy load image. Enable all the option under lazy load images. This one, just leave it as it is. Cache logged in users, crosslinks, leave it. Cache logged in users, just leave it as it is, and then click save to update the changes. Afterward, go to file optimization. Want to enable HTML minification, CSS minification, enable both buttons, include inline CSS, combine CSS, and then go to JavaScript minification, and then you also want to include inline JavaScript. Don't combine JavaScript, it cause errors. And then we want to delay JavaScript. Okay, don't delay all the JavaScript, some elements may not function. And afterwards, just click on the save changes button. Now we go to preload. There's nothing to change, just leave it as it is. Advanced option, okay, disable emojis. We want to load our Google Font, Analytics, Facebook, and Gravitas locally. Then the rest, leave it as it is. Click save changes. Okay, Heartbeat API, leave it as it is, don't change anything. Database options, so here we can control our database. In this case, just enable database, click on enable, and then if you want to clean your database, just click on open now. Clean now, it will clean. But now we have nothing to clean. And then you have this CDN, I'll show you that in another place. Under vanish, make sure to enable it, it's enabled by default, and I think everything else is just as it should be. So I want to set the Object Cache Pro, and by default it's already enabled, so you can disable it if you want to, and then you can click on this button to purge your cache. So here you see graphs on the request being made on your server, okay, using Redis cache. So let's go back to plugins, and I think that's all for the plugin section for now. Okay, if you view our website, it's just the same. We want now to change the theme from this default WordPress theme to another one. So under appearance, click on themes, and then you can see we have 3 pre-installed themes. We don't need all of them. We'll delete all of them, the 2 of them, and leave one default. Okay, so that is the one that is working currently, 2024. So I want to delete the rest. So okay, click on that one, and then on the delete button, accept, click on that, delete, accept, and then now we have one default. To add a new one, click on add new theme. So here you'll have an option to choose whatever theme that is suitable for you. We have Astra, Ocean WP, we have so many. Okay, so my choice is Condense. I will end up choosing Condense. I like Condense. So click on install, and once it's installed, we'll click on the activate button. Okay, so they're suggesting that we install this data template, install that plugin, And now the plugin is installed. It has directed us to this page. So there are two ways of working with this. You can use AI, or the best way is just use the classic starter templates. Click on the classic starter templates, and here you'll see ready-made website. These are pre-made templates, full website, complete with everything you need, with all the pages you need. You just need to just edit a few things. So let's filter them. We want the free only, we don't want the pro ones, we want the free ones. There are so many free options. And then choose what is suitable for you. In this case, I'll choose, I think this one looks good, so let me choose this one, influencer. Okay, if you want interior design, you can choose interior design. For cleaning service, you can just click on that. And then don't worry about the name. You can just click on any of them and then redesign it, okay? Just modify it to your needs. This one is good. This for painting courses. It's good for course website. Okay, and then we have a shop if you're selling homemade soaps. This one is e-commerce website, okay? And so, well, okay, we can scroll down and see there are very many ones. We have one, okay, for charity, for SaaS, for religion, for a church. And then what else? Okay, and then, okay, the restaurant. This one is for a law firm. And you can see we have so many options, basically. So we want to go back up. So I'll be choosing the influencer template. So I'll click on influencer. And then now, here, okay, now you can choose the color scheme on this option. Okay, see, if you click that button, the color changes, the color of the buttons, the background. So this is an option that you can just change as you desire, whatever color that is suitable for you. Okay, so I'll just reset and use the default colors. And then I want to, okay, if you scroll down, you see just you have the default colors, which are good. The colors that were on the template when I enabled it. It's a good website. It's really nice. So because I like it, okay, I will click next. And then I choose the option to import the full site. You can also choose one specific page. If you want maybe one page, you can choose one page. But I want the entire website, so I'll click next. So it is telling us that it will install condensed blocks. So that is one plugin, which is okay. So launch now and then start importing. So give it a few seconds to import. So my website, my network speed is fast. That's why I say it's really going fast. Okay, so you're done. You can click on go back to my page, but in this case I want to see the website. So click on see my site and let's see what we have. So this is what we have. We have the logo, which is influencer. I can change it to Josh WP. Then we have an email, okay, subscription box. It's a beautiful influencer page. You can see this countdown buttons. Okay, this section which describes what the person is into. Beautiful image. It's really perfect. Then you can go to the next page, about page. You can see. So what you'll be needing to do is just changing the picture and then change the details, and everything else will be, and the entire website will be yours. Just change the images. That's all. So let's look at another page. The okay, portfolio page. So you have a video. Okay, it's a good one. The brands. What do we have here? Okay, these are the brands the person she's working with. And then you have impact. Okay, so this is the course that the person, okay, and the campaign, the reason for the existence of the website. Okay, that's a good subscription. So to go back, just click on that where under your website name and then dashboard. Then want to go to plugins, see which plugins we have added. So we have a condensed blocks, we have the condensed AI startup templates. So now we go to, okay, want to go to pages. As you can see, these are the pages that have been installed when we have, okay, imported the starter template. Okay, it had all these pages, and I'll show you how to add a page and how to edit a page. To edit a page, just click on the edit icon. Okay, so first let's add a page. So click on add a new page. I'll show you just how you can do it. Okay, disable that. So we want to add a page. So call this maybe hello, just for the sake of illustration. Just say hello, and then afterward click on publish and then publish. Okay, you can view the page. Let's just go back. Just click on the WordPress icon and then you go back. You can see we have the hello page. We don't need it, so I'll trash it. I'll delete it back. Okay, trashing it to go to the trash. Okay, so we want to see how we can edit the home page. Okay, but before that we want to do a few things. Go under writing. No, not under writing. I think it should be under reading. Yeah, it's under reading. So it's something you need to know. Yeah, so your home page, you want it to be home. Okay, and then your post page, if you have a blog page, you have to click the blog page to be the post page. Okay, or you can just leave it if you don't want to have a blog page. And then afterward you can click save changes. Yeah, okay, as you can see, we have chosen our home page to be a static page. Okay, or you can choose your home page just to be your latest posts. Okay, in our case we want it to be a static page. And then after making the changes, make sure to save your changes to update everything. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, I've clicked on pages instead, or post instead of pages, so let's delete that post. Go back to pages. So we want to edit the home page. Click on edit. We want to open it in a new tab. Okay, okay, let me delete that. So let's open a new tab. Okay, so you're using the block editor. It's easy to use, Gutenberg block editor. So this is the behind the scenes. Okay, you can see now how these sections were created. The name of this person is a Rain brand. So we can change this to whatever name you want. Maybe you want to call yourself your name, just delete everything. Then write something. You want to call this person Roslyn. I think that's a good name, Roslyn. Okay, Roslyn. And then okay, you can change these details. You can add another description below that one also. Okay, let's maybe write something here. Let's see what you can write. Okay, I'll write let me think. Okay, join my email list. Okay, to get latest updates. Yeah, that's it. So now every time anything, so that's good. And then you can see these are the amount of social media followers shares. So you can just change the description below that. Change the description to describe your Twitter account, your Facebook account. About yourself, you can just you'll also need to change that. So let's do it. Let me show you how we'll do it. So highlight everything, delete, by clicking on the backspace key on your PC. Then I'm writing, I am a professional model with 5 years of experience in fashion. So you can write that and so forth and so forth. And then you can change the description, whether you are an actress, model, and a blogger, or this. You can change to whatever suits you. Maybe you're a marketer, you are in digital marketing, and maybe WordPress and all sorts of things. So let's scroll down and see you have these beautiful sections, which the only thing you need to do is just change the image. So let me show you an example of how you can change your image. Okay, so you just click on the image you have replaced and then click on open the media library. Here you can just upload your images, but in this case I'll just use the ones that are already existing. So maybe let's change this image. This one looks okay. I think that's a smaller image. Okay, that's why you see, okay, the dimension is the style has changed because the image is small. So you can replace it with the official or initial image. You see this one has a bigger image, so to change the image, make sure the size also you are maintaining the same size of the image. So let's scroll down. I'll create a separate video for the sake of time. I don't want this one to be really long because we are trying to achieve several things. Okay, so if you click on that section, want to change the background, you can change the background, okay, to whatever color that you design. Just simple. Under the style section, you can change the background. Okay, that's white. You don't want, okay, just maintain it. Just edit your walls. Okay, so I want to go to the next layout. Okay, now that's the first one's a different layout. This is a different layout. It's a different section, I mean. So this section under layout, okay, we go under styles and then background. We want to change the background. You can merge that. Okay, you can make the background be the same as the previous layer, previous section, but just leave it as it is. So this is just a countdown. I mean, it's a count up. Okay, it's a count up element. Okay, count up element. What else? So this is the number. So if you click on that, on the right side you'll see this menu. So it show you the count up setting. So these are the numbers that are put. Okay, so if as you can see, the suffix is k plus. Okay, and then the number 729, you can see there. You can just change it there. And then the duration is 2 seconds to play that counter. Okay, and the same. She has done the same for those sections. What else? Let's see something else. The about me sections. These are different section. It's a different layout. To add a new layout, just click on the icon, plus icon, and then click on the raw layout. If you click on that, we will have a new layout added at the end of the page. So this is how we add a new layout section. And then you can choose whatever design you want, either a single one, double, but the best way is to click on the design library. We have pre-made designs of layout instead of you just working from scratch. So in this section you'll see we have complete pre-made sections which you can use. Some of them are pro and others are free, so you make sure to choose the free ones. Okay, let's scroll. So you can choose by category. So we have the hero sections. Under the hero section, let's see a section that we can work with. That one is free. Okay, that's free. Okay, another one. Let's see another free one. That maybe I'm like, oh, I love number 34. This is a good one for the heading. This is a good one. Let me just show you for the illustration how you can just add this section. Just click on the section and then it will automatically add. You see it has added the section together with the background color. Okay, So this is a section you can just change everything. Okay, to change the button, click on that button icon, and then on the right section we have this menu. Go under styling. You want to change the background of the button to something darker so it's visible. Let's change it to orange. Okay, that's looks good. Okay, and okay, we can scroll up. What else? I'll create a separate video, a full video on how to create a website from scratch. Okay, I don't need this section, so I'll just click on the three icons and delete it. Let's scroll up, and then you want to try something else. You want to see the contact page and see how it looks like behind the scene. So this is the contact page, the same style. So change your business email address and the details there. So this is contact form, condense as an inbuilt contact form, inbuilt table of content. To change any element, click on it, like the name, click on the name, and then on the right side you'll see the name settings. Make the name to be email to be a requirement. Okay, now click on the name, make it also to be a requirement. What else? The phone, no, we don't. The phone we can leave in the subject, but the message, you want the messages to be a requirement. The person must fill. So what will be the essence of him even sending a message if he doesn't put anything in it? So we make it a requirement. You can see the star has been added. So click on the send a message to open its section settings. Under that, you want to know what action we want to happen after the person clicks on that button. You want them to send a message. So also under email settings, place your email so that the message may go to your email. So that will be your email, the email you receive, and every time you send an email, it will be from your email. So just fill those two buttons with your email. And then update the changes by clicking on update. Okay, I think that's good. This, as I said, this is just for illustration purpose. On this section, we'll be looking on Cloudways key features. So if we go back to a server and access, so we can go to cron job. Those who are interested in cron job, this is for developers. This section is for you. You can just put the details that are suitable for you. Then after that, what else? Just leave it as it is. And then you have the backup feature and restore. So to make a backup, you just click on if you had a previous backup, you can just click on the restore backup. Okay, you select the backup and then you click on restore backup. If you want to take a backup currently, just click on take a backup now, and then you will take a backup. And then you also have application setting, and application setting you have more settings. So here we can enable vanish cache, we can enable HTTP redirection, and then what else? Let's scroll down. Okay, so we can enable vanish and HTTPS redirections there, which are already enabled by default. And then if you go under WordPress settings, you can enable Object Cache Pro, which is already enabled. And then what else? If you're interested in the rest, you can just look at that. So let's go to Cloudflare. I think you can spend some time here. So under Cloudflare, you can see they have a Cloudflare Enterprise plan, which costs only $4.99 per domain. So add your domain name and enable if you're interested, in the enterprise plan. So now we have successfully added our domain name to Cloudflare, but you have not yet completed the settings. So you can see under the overview, you can control all your Cloudflare settings from this place. Okay, mobile optimization is enabled, minification is enabled, caching is enabled by default. You can also enable edge page caching. You can see analytics here. Okay, you can scroll down and see. Currently you have no analytics because it's a new website. You can also see under security, you can see any issues that have arisen in your website. There may be attack from bots or hackers, so you'll see the summary there. So let's go back to domain. Click on the view CNAME records. So here you'll be given details to add on your DNS manager. In this case, I'll add this one on Cloudflare, so as CNAME, and then I'll point that to the details that give me. So the target, that's the target. Okay, the target, which is the host name. So you have the name, host, and the host name. And then there are other instructions you can read. Then afterward you can close that. Okay. And then click on this button to refresh your domain. And as you can see, my domain has been successfully added. My DNS has been successfully updated. So there you can delete from Cloudflare. Okay, under this section we have save updates. Under save updates, this is just they're trying to upsell you other products if you want them to update your plugins. Okay, your website plugins, they charge you that fee. Let's go back to servers. Under server, you can go back to application. No, just go to server. And then I want to click on, my server name is Josh WP, it's just the same name as the application name. So here you'll see your master credentials. I want to go through most of these. So let's see the manage services, which is very important. So here you'll see all the services that are running on your server. We have Apache, we have MySQL, we have Nginx. Okay, we have PHP running, we have Vanish, Redis cache also running. So you can restart, okay, or disable any. However, I don't recommend doing anything in this case. Just leave it as it is. Just leave everything as it is. Let's go to setting and packages and see what we have in this section. So under the basics section, you can see here we can increase the maximum upload size, which is currently set to 100. Okay, the PHP advanced section, there's really nothing to do unless you want to change the Nginx settings by increasing the cache life, okay, or updating the TLS version. Okay, you can also increase the Vanish cache lifetime to whatever duration you want. Okay, just leave everything as default. Okay, let's see something else under what else. Okay, everything's okay. So under what's the packages, what do we have under packages? Oh, this is very important. So under packages you have PHP and your Maria database. And then what? Okay. That's not enabled. So this is the most important. PHP, you can update your PHP on that section. And then under vertical scaling, so in case you want to increase your RAM and the block storage, so you'll come in this section and do that. Okay, increase as you desire. This I'll increase it to maybe let's say 25. Okay, the charges you see, it's including it's the total charge for the month, so it's not a new charge. It includes the total charge. So under backups, we also have another backup section under the server. Here we can do backup scheduling, okay, or do a local backup. Under backup schedule, you can schedule whatever hours you want them to be to take a backup of your website. And then the frequency, okay, maybe after 7 days. And then backup retention duration, how long they can hold the backup, maybe 1 week. You can choose even 4 weeks, and then you can see other settings here. You can take a backup now. In this section, you want to see how to add a business email. Go to add-ons. Okay, click on add-ons. We want to choose an option called rank space emails, which in my case I already enabled. If yours is disabled, just click on enable, and then you'll be taken to this section. Okay, I've already added one email address, so I want to add a new one. Click on add new email address, and then add your email. So I'll add test, and then a strong password. Afterwards, I would save if you want to save, but in my case, I'm not interested. Afterward, you can just launch your webmail, but they'll send you an email with some DNS records. Make sure to add those DNS records to a DNS manager. Okay, so that is what I was saying. Check your email. So I'll go back now to applications, and application I want to add a team member. To add a team member, click on the icon or person icon, and then add a member. In my case, I already have one member. You can delete a member by clicking on those three buttons. To add a new member, click on add new member. So I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so add the email of the new member, the name, and the role you want the person to play. So maybe he's a project manager, and then I want him to be active, and I want to give him support access. What else? Okay. In my case, I've already added a member, so I will not add, so I'll just cancel because I already added one member. So yeah, I'll show you how to manage your payment information and how to fund your account. Click on, on the right hand side, there is where your name is, and then under my account, you'll be taken direct to this page. There, click under payment information. You will see your payment information there. I've hidden my payment information and also billing information. You can update it if you're interested in updating it. So you can also look at your real-time billing, the amount that you've already currently spent. Okay, from the moment you deployed your server, currently I've spent 0.38. Okay. Under my funds, you can see the available funds in your account. So I have $30 available funds. I'll show you how to add funds. Okay, so this is the total fund added. So click on add funds. You can select your preferred method or prefer PayPal, and then you can add the amount there, $50.